Kia orana. My name is Kate Walker. Paul, Paula, Julie and I are travelling to Aitutaki to search for their World War I soldiers. So it's Friday morning here on beautiful Aitutaki. We've just left the Aitutaki Lagoon Resort and Spa where we're staying. It's sponsored by Tata Crocombe, and we're heading into Amuri. We're going to do a big hunt in that region because we believe this second Commonwealth War grave, the grave of Vannevar Tipi, could be located there. So we're going to start our search today through that area. We're going to go into yards, talk to people and try and get some information on that soldier. We're in a new vehicle today. Our fantastic vehicle sponsor, Tokoa Pera, came to the rescue of these ladies this morning. We think the other one may have had a tyre problem. We're not sure. And just like that, he came up with a brand new vehicle. So we're really in well, we can go anywhere in this car. This is amazing. I need a ladder to get into it, but yeah, it's great. So thanks to Koa. So let the search begin.
Any words from the driver about your new ride?
I feel so high in the seat here. I'm really riding high. Plenty of vision. We'll be able to spot those headstones. Even if I do have my eyes on the road, I'll be able to see out to the side a bit better as well.
Awesome.
Really using that peripheral vision. That's my height that time.
Big hour on the highway.
That might have been a headstone, but it's just a shiny brick.
Okay. First one for the day, Julie. Kay Tinney. He was in the 5th contingent, so he had no number. And he died on the 11th of the 5th, 1939. Tinney, Kay. Cook Islands 5th Rarotongan contingent, that's all there is. And there's nothing else on there. Died on Aitutaki and born on Aitutaki. Come back out of the jungle, Steve Irwin.
Crikey! There's nothing in there.
Don't be so dramatic.
Yeah, you can only be dramatic when you find something.
it out.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Can't you just pull the branch away? It was less steep there, that's why I wanted to go that way. What do you got in there, Steve?
Okay. Unfortunately, nothing down there except a few graves with no headstones.
What's your name, sir?
Thomas Rees. I came here, I retired here about the year 2001 because this is my wife's pet. And that's her buried over there behind you, and her mum over there. This is their family land. There are some old grave sites here, but you'll find that the old graves, they are limestone from the reef type of grave where they're melted up. There are some old inscriptions on them, but they're hard to read.
Okay.
My wife's family land actually goes up the side of this hill and up the top there too.
Okay.
And that's how we know about that old track. My wife spoke about it a few times and said they're very old graves. There's some very old graves just over there, just the bottom of the hill, from families that lived in this area. As you know, they like to put their grave sites on their family land, but many years ago they preferred to put them up the sides of the hill like the New Zealand Maori did.
Okay.
Remember, you know,
Yes.
in Ngatangi,
Yes.
Narawahi and that, they're
Yes,
up
I've
on the
seen some of
hillside.
those, yeah.
And the higher up the chieftain is his title, the higher up the hill they are
Okay.
buried. Yeah, and I think there's much like that here. It was
Okay.
handed down from the old days.
Right, I think our researchers are over there checking out those graves.
I think they found something.
So we
Well,
might
there's grave sites here. And
we
some
might
more
head
just
over there and have a
here.
look.
So this is an old burial ground here.
Down still.
All through here you can see, and even up over the cliff. This. What's your name?
Moiroa.
Okay, so that goes up over the hill.
Up to the top of the hill, yeah. Come on, let's see if we started on it. Stopped over Port Moores there once, or twice, actually. I ended up doing 2 postings for Malaysia and Singapore
You be careful.
in the 1960s.
I was just looking down and hurt yourself.
Oh yeah.
Bad enough when I do that.
Yeah. I'm not too sure whether we'll get further. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Bit awkward to go up now.
Okay, well I'm just
Too
stopped in my
slippery.
tracks now
Yeah, we just.
because my wife just said, the lady said there's bees and wasps up here and I'm allergic to bees, so...
Oh yeah, so's a brother of mine in Hastings, and he's got an orchard, and he's got to be careful with the bees. But the wild bees here make beautiful honey, and then they'll put a plaque in the concrete.
Yes, we found some of the soldiers like that.
Yeah, some of them are like that.
Our team visited the Araura College today, this afternoon, just after 1:30 p.m.
Kia ora nā ko tātou kākatoa tamariki mā. O Kate Walker pēr, o i Australia pēr, pēr ko ne ko pōmārasi pēr, o tāna tāne a kaitoko pēr. E tuku ere mea te mātou ki atu te reo, me mātou te kimi i ko tō tutuna tāne. Te he ere te tamaru, ua, o ki mai ki Kua mate ki Aitutaki nei, kore ko mate ki Rarotonga ahoki nei me ki Aitutaki nei, 55 plus. 55 plus. These are all your grandfathers or your great-grandfathers that went to World War I. No reira mātou I aere mātou I te kimi, e ia rātou te mai I tonu I ai, I te kimi, me e toka a kamaara o rātou. Pāti te rane te wakaiti, o pāti. E toka a kamaara ngani o rātou, no reira mātou I aere mai. Kia re kōti ia te awa pinga ere, no te mea, no koto tamari ki mā, no te mea, kare no mātou hoa, pera katoa, no tamari ki e tūmai nei ki mua. 6 soldiers from the World War I, from the World War I, 1914-1918, from the Cook Islands, out of the 500 soldiers in the Cook Islands, 6 has been recognized as Commonwealth War Graves Commission. Te a papa, eri ki te tamaki, oki mai iko nei, eri mai ki Aitutaki nei e rua, mate atu. E a te maki, tuberculosis. Ma te māhu o te maka, tora o i rua, o tāria. He is one of the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. This is very important. Why? Because we have been recognized in the world, in the Commonwealth. E rua o te papa, wānaka tipe. It's a must that we must find tiangai ki a papa te ngai I tauri ai, tiangai te ngai I me e toka hongara katoru. Kari ki tenei e mātou te reo.
Thank you for inviting us here today and a warm welcome. And please check in your backyards as well. If you find a soldier there, do let us know so that we can come and GPS map it so that there's history saved for you all for the future.
Do you have a World War I soldier?
Te tamai te alongoa, me papa to I ki te tama. Te te whika e tumai aka ki te noi. Kore nā toi ri aka tō. Thank you atoma. Rāko tō mana. Ato pōkai kōpere.
Yes, these are our children. It might be boring or a thing for them to listen to, but as I was doing the presentation, I look at the kids. Imagine it was myself sitting amongst them and somebody doing the presentation. You got to make it alive, you got to make it interesting for the kids, and then you have to blend in with their age as well. But we'd like to say thank you to Galen Lockington for giving us this opportunity to go into the school and share to them the reason why we came to Aitutaki.
So we've just come here to GPS Bob Simeona. We actually came past here yesterday, but it was raining heavily, so we thought we'd come back today. Beautiful day, no rain. So this is Bob Simeona, and he was in the 3rd Rarotongan contingent. He died here on the 16th of November 1952. He was 61. He enlisted in March 1918 and left for New Zealand, embarked from New Zealand after training, I guess. In June 1918 and disembarked at Suez in August 1918. He was posted to the New Zealand Mounted Rifle Brigade Training Regiment and Base Depot. Now, he was admitted to a hospital, the 2nd Australian Stationary Hospital with pleurisy, and he was in hospital from the 23rd of October 1918 until the 2nd of November 1918, and then he was admitted to a rest camp in Port Said. He embarked on the SS Malta 14th of December 1918 and was discharged on the 20th of March 1919. Just as we know, there are errors everywhere. Howard's book says he died on Rarotonga, and he may have got that information from somewhere, but obviously he's buried here on Aitutaki. We'll continue GPSing. There's a couple of graves just around here, soldiers' graves, so we'll continue on to the next one. 84502. So we're at the grave here of Yako Pira, and he was in the 4th Rarotongan contingent. Pira, surname. He was 19 years on enlistment. He did die here on Aitutaki. On his enlistment, it said that his next of kin or we found it somewhere, that his next of kin was Tokari Pira from Puka Puka. So he was the son, his father was Samoan, and his mother was born on Puka Puka. I was just having a look here in Howard's book, and I was also interested in his date of death. You'll notice that he died before that cut-off date as well with the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. So the cut-off date was the 31st of August 1921. I haven't all got everything in front of me, obviously, all my research and stuff, but in some of these cases we either didn't have enough evidence, or, for example, he may have died of an accident or something. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't got the information right in front of me. So yes, he was Samoan, 4th contingent. He was born in Samoa and living in Aitutaki at the time of enlistment. And he enlisted on Rarotonga in June 1918, was discharged July 1918 due to the armistice which ended World War I. So he didn't serve overseas. He obviously had training in New Zealand but didn't go any further than that. Now he did actually, there is a note here, he died of tuberculosis in Aitutaki in June 1920. However, his death was not attributed to war service. And apparently he's also commemorated on the Puka Puka Memorial Board, as his mother was from Puka Puka and his father was Samoan. So that's a nice story. There's quite a few around here actually. We've got another one across the road, so we'll get to work doing that.
This is in Tautu. This is Private Katamua, 60669. Says over here, he died 28 June 1963, age 67 years. Over here on our book, date of birth 2nd March 1895, he was born. Place of birth, Mangaya. And the date of death is 23/9/1963. This one over here is 28/6/1963. But over here on our research book, 23/9/1963. Place of death, Aitutaki. Next of kin, Tere Api Mua, which is the brother, Tupapa Rarotonga, 3rd Rarotongan contingent. Attested at Rarotonga on the 4th February 1918 and enlisted on the 12th March 1918 at Narrowneck Camp. Transferred to the Rarotongan Company on the 18th September 1918. Embarked for New Zealand on SS Malta on the 14th December 1918 and was discharged on the 20th of March 1919.
So straight across the road from Yako Pira is the grave of Ioani Teritai. He was in the 3rd contingent. He died in 1934, apparently from a cerebral tumour, so I guess a brain tumour, which is very sad. Interestingly, on his on the first page of his war service record, his name is spelt Iovane, and apparently it's quite common, and could be called Ioani, Giovanni, or Vani for short, so it's spelt differently on his headstone here. So he enlisted 12th of March 1918 and was posted to the Rarotongan Company, and then he was discharged 20th of March 1919, died at Aitutaki 28th of the 12th 1934 of a cerebral tumour. It's nice. We'll move on to the next one. Okay.
This is Private Ngapotom Mokoenga, service number. He's actually in the 5th contingent. Place of birth, Aitutaki. Date of death, it says over here, on our book there's no record of the date of death, but over here on the headstone is 22 October 1962. He was 72 years old when he died. His next of kin, Mokoenga as father, Utivaru as mother. This is Papa Apainuku Kapatiao, says over there on his headstone, A Kapatiao. A stands for Apainuku. Kapatiao is the father, Kopu is the mother. Place of birth, Aitutaki. He died on the 23rd of August 1945 at the age of 57. So that would make him, he was born in 1888. It seems that probably nobody knows where he's buried, but his headstone over here, if any of there's families around here, they would know the story about how this headstone ended up being over here. It would be great to find out. But this Papa is here with no grave. It's just leaning onto the fence. But it's a good thing, the headstone is here and we can see it from the road.
What I jokingly said there.
This is Isaac Solomon, first Rarotongan contingent enlisted in New Zealand at Narrow Neck Camp on the 21st 1915. Employer in New Zealand, L.S. Maxwell, Northcote, Auckland, disembarked as Suez on the 15th March 1916 and embarked for France on the 9th for 1916. Admitted to 11th Static Hospital on the 7th September 1916 with trench fever and transferred to UK by hospital ship on the 12th 1916 and admitted to the New Zealand General Hospital, Brokenhurst, 14/9/1916. Transferred to the New Zealand Depot, Cotford, on the 7th 1916 and returned to France on the 15/11/1916. He was attached to the New Zealand Tunnelling Company Battalion on the 26th February 1917. Transferred to the Rarotongan Company on the 14th 1st 1918 and embarked for Egypt from Marseille, 21/1/1918. Posted to the Rarotongan Company on the 15th February 1918. Admitted to the 128th Field Ambulance from 16/5/1918 to 26/5/1918. And on the 2nd of August 1918, admitted to the 33rd Static Hospital, Jaffa, dangerously ill with pneumonia. Out of danger by 6 August 1918, he was transferred to 36th Stationary Hospital, Gaza, and then to 27th General Hospital, Cairo, on the 12th August 1918 to 23rd August 1918. Admitted to Aotea Convalescent Home on the 23rd 1918 to the 29th 1918. When he joined the New Zealand Mounted Rifle Battalion Training Regiment and Base Depot, embarked on SS Malta on the 14/12/1918, discharged in New Zealand on the 7th of March 1919. This Papa died on the 2nd of September 1923 at the age of 27. Cause of death, tuberculosis. There's a story behind about this Papa which we have been told. It's something to do with the stonefish, how he went on the reef and then he stepped on a stonefish and which really caused his death from the poison.
Tino ke ngo tawi a Solomon. Te ala mi tu anga mi. Te tanga tok tawi ka e de tamak. Ka agi eden. Awi de mama, awi de win de tai. Aku mo ai.
Solomon has a son called Isaac and has a son called Solomon, has a son called Taui.
Yes.
Yeah. Taui and Solomon went to war.
Yeah.
A small Solomon, not big Solomon. Yeah. Solomon's wife is Tauka and they had these children. Solomon, small Solomon, or Isaac is first, Isaac, and then Taui and then Solomon, small Solomon. But Taui and small Solomon went to war. Yeah. Isaac didn't, he went to Papua New Guinea to preach the gospel. He's smart man. That's my father.
Son of soldier Pater Solomona. It says it on his war service record on the first page. That's what it says. Someone wrote that in red.
Oh, you clarified it. You say, I said
Yeah.
the two brothers went to war, not the father.
So the brother is buried up here somewhere. This man was going to take us to show the unmarked grave where he and his wife are buried, I think, in an unmarked grave.
Yeah,
it's up the road, isn't it? Up
We
the
have
road
a
somewhere.
burial site, family have a burial
Okay.
site up here.
Right, and he's buried there, you know for sure.
You go with him.
Okay, he'll show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
than that one, right there.
Hey?
The middle one here. You just pointed to it.
Oh, tau I sakatia menema. E tāna o eni ro, tōrua lao. Muri o mai ui eni ma te tui, pūnā te o eni ro. Tau I sako te tāne ki a kōpū, a metu, tāna o eni.
Koi tōna pata?
Solomon.
Tēnā tōkanara?
Tēnā tōkanara.
Ere na raora i ki te tamaki?
Ere na rao, o mua turi o te tēnā te eri a ere tu ei. Ingo te no piritia.
Without local knowledge, these are impossible to find. As you can see, it's a completely unmarked grave. So these are really good ones to find for the records. And so the grandson who just brought us here explained that his father's buried next door to his father. And actually the grandmother's buried in here as well. So yeah, that was a really good find, to find an unmarked grave and have the family confirm that this is a Cook Islands World War I soldier. He was in the 5th contingent, which of course didn't go overseas. They arrived in New Zealand just as the war was ending. But to us, they all enlisted, they all put their hands up, and they all deserve to be recognised. So it's great we've GPS this one now, added it to the list. So now our list has actually grown a little bit by adding one that we thought was buried here, but it's been confirmed. So I think we're up to 56 plus on our list, and we've so far GPS 32, which is great on day 3. I thought I'd bring in a copy. I brought some with me. So I'll leave a copy